Legend has it that hidden deep within the snow-covered peaks of the Himalayas lies an ancient monastery, home to mystical monks who cultivate their spirit and wisdom. Locals in the surrounding areas whisper that these monks can communicate with spirits and hold the secrets of the universe. However, the path to the monastery has long been lost, and only the bravest adventurers dare to face avalanches and risk their lives in search of it. This time, Alex, a European explorer, was determined to uncover the truth behind the legend. He had spent 2 years preparing, learning the local language, and studying ancient maps. Accompanying him on this journey was Lamo, a Tibetan guide with years of experience dealing with the harsh climate of the mountain range. The journey began in a small village, nestled under the shadow of a majestic mountain, where the thatched roofs of the humble homes seemed unable to shield against the cold of winter. The villagers, their faces etched with the hardships of life at the border, looked at Alex and Lamo with suspicious eyes, as if these strangers did not belong here. An elderly woman, her hair as white as snow, muttered under her breath in a hoarse voice from old age, "Everyone talks about the monastery, but no one ever returns." Her words were like a curse, making the atmosphere heavy and eerie. Despite this, Alex and Lamo did not falter. With determined eyes, they began their journey up the mountain. The snow lay thick on the ground, forming slippery layers of ice, making each step heavy and difficult. The biting wind struck their faces like sharp, cold daggers, but they pressed on, without looking back. On the jagged cliffs and deep, endless ravines, their steps remained steady, no matter how the challenges grew. After 3 days of tension and exhaustion, as the mountains began to fade into the white snowfall, they saw an ancient stone path stretching between towering cliffs. The path led to a large cave entrance, revealing a quiet, mysterious space. Inside the cave, faint light filtered through a small crack, casting long shadows on the stone floor. The first person they encountered was an elderly monk, his figure thin and frail, yet radiating a strange, latent strength. His face, deeply etched with wrinkles, seemed to blend with the surrounding stones, reflecting the passage of time and the eternal stillness of the mountains. These wrinkles were not just signs of age, but proof of a life lived in meditation, rising above the worldly ups and downs. His robe was so simple it almost disappeared, yet every thread, every stitch seemed carved into the fabric of earth and sky, simple yet mystical, fragile as the wind, yet filled with unwavering steadfastness. Beneath the thin fabric, his body seemed to be one with nature, neither separate nor opposing. His presence was not one of grand power, but like a solid rock, enduring thousands of years without being shaken by the fiercest storms. His eyes, deep as the boundless ocean, shone brightly yet concealed an unsettling calmness, making one feel as if they were looking into their own soul. Those eyes, without a single flicker or change, held an infinite understanding, as though he had seen everything Alex and Lamo were going through, their anxieties and desires, and more, as if he had known they would come long before, at a time when time itself could not measure. When his gaze met theirs, an uncanny feeling rose within Alex and Lamo, as if in that moment, they were no longer strangers. It seemed they had found a place to belong, a foundation in the vastness, where all confusion and doubt dissolved, leaving only an oddly serene peace. His look said nothing, yet it was enough for both of them to feel that they were no longer alone on this journey, and that they had found something far beyond their search. Alex, a person always full of energy and curiosity, felt an oddly comforting sense of peace spreading within him. The doubts and worries that had accompanied him throughout the journey suddenly vanished, replaced by a feeling of being embraced by an invisible, protective hand. He could feel the steadfastness in the monk's eyes, like a small flame in the darkness of night, gentle yet unwavering. It was a peace, not born of external circumstances, but from deep within his soul, as if all the worries, all the questions, no longer mattered. Lamo, on the other hand, was someone who rarely expressed her emotions, but facing the elderly monk stirred a powerful emotion within her, like a cool stream of water flowing through her heart. Her eyes suddenly welled up, not out of sadness, but from a profound and powerful feeling, as though she had found something important she had long been unaware of. She felt that all the pain, the losses from the past, suddenly were no longer burdens. All the questions she carried with her, all the desires for understanding, were suddenly answered in the monk's calm gaze. That feeling was like a gentle wave, sweeping away all the worries and fatigue she had carried throughout the journey. Both of them, though different individuals, felt a deep connection with the elderly monk. No words were needed, no clear guidance. Just a glance was enough for them to feel that they had found their spiritual anchor in this vast world. That gaze, though not containing clear truths, gave them a very real feeling. They were no longer lost. When Alex and Lamo's eyes met in the stillness of the cave, they suddenly felt a profound truth they had not realized during their long and challenging journey. All the arduous steps, the trials on the icy path, the biting winds, and the treacherous cliffs seemed now to be just fragments of something far greater, something they had never truly understood. In this moment of encountering the elderly monk, everything became clear. They realized that this journey was not merely about finding a mystical monastery hidden deep within the mountains, but about rediscovering themselves. Each step they had taken, each challenge they had overcome, was not just to reach an external destination but to uncover the depths of their own souls. They understood that the true monastery was not located on any map but existed within their minds, a state of being that could only be accessed through stillness and profound understanding. Alex came to see that it was during the moments of hardship and struggle that he truly learned to listen to himself, to master his emotions, and to overcome his fears. Lamo, amidst the waves of emotions rising within her, realized that this journey was not about seeking perfection from the outside but about confronting and accepting the wounds within her soul. Both of them no longer thought about returning with a tangible prize or a complete answer, but with an awakening to the inner path they needed to continue walking. The meaning of the journey was not about reaching a physical destination, but embarking on an inner voyage into the deepest recesses of themselves, where they would find true peace and enlightenment. This understanding opened a new door for both Alex and Lamo, one where they realized that everything they were searching for had always been within them, waiting for them to embrace and accept it. Thank you for watching all the way through. If you enjoyed this content and want to join us on future journeys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss any new videos. Leave a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and share this video with those you care about. Your support is our greatest motivation to grow. See you in the next video.